वेलकम बैक गाइस। अब हम लोग रिसेंट का पार्ट 2 मीडिएवल इंडिया का पार्ट 2 हम लोग आज देख रहे हैं। कल हम लोग ने दिल्ली सल्तनत तक पूरा कवर कर लिया था, बट अब हम लोग आगे आज पढ़ेंगे। आई होप सो आपको सब कुछ समझ में आया होगा। लेट्स स्टार्ट। द स्लेव डायनेस्टी, कुतुबुद्दीन ऐबक 1206 to 10. A Turkish slave by origin, he was purchased by Muhammad Ghuri, who later made him his governor. After the death of Ghuri, Aibak became the master of Hindustan and founded the slave dynasty in 1206. For his generosity, he was given the title of Lakh Baksh, giver of lakhs. He died in 1210 while playing Chaugan or polo. He constructed two mosques, Quwwat-ul-Islam at Delhi and Adai Din Ka Jhopda at Ajmer. He also began the construction of Qutub Minar in the honor of a famous Sufi saint Khwaja Qutubuddin Bukhtiyar Kaki. Aibak was a great patron of learning and patronized writers like Hasan un Nizami, author of Tajul Masir, and Fakhruddin, author of Tariq-e-Mubarak Shahi. Shamsuddin Iltutmish, 1210 to 36. He was a slave of Qutbuddin Aibak and occupied the throne of Delhi in 1211 after deposing Aram Baksh. He was a very capable ruler and is regarded as the real founder of the Delhi Sultanate. He made Delhi the capital in place of Lahore. He saved Delhi Sultan from the wrath of Genghis Khan and Mongol leader by refusing shelter to Khwarizm Shah, whom Genghis was chasing. He introduced the silver coin, Tanka, and the copper coin, Jital. He introduced the Ikta system and introduced reforms in civil administration and army, which was now centrally paid and recruited. He set up the official nobility of slaves known as Chahalgani Chalisa group of 40. He completed the construction of Qutub Minar, which was started by Aibak. He patronized Minhaj us Siraj, author of Tabakat-e-Nasri. Ruknuddin 1236. He was the son of Iltutmish and was crowned by her mother Shah Turkan. After death of Iltutmish, he was deposed by Razia, daughter of Iltutmish, when he was out of capital to curb a rebellion in the Awadh against him. Razia Sultan 1236 to 40. Though Iltutmish had nominated his daughter Razia Sultan as the successor, the nobles placed Ruknuddin Firoj on the throne. However, Razia got rid of Ruknuddin and ascended the throne. She was the first and only Muslim lady who ever ruled India. She was popular among the people, but was not acceptable to the nobles and theologians. She further offended the nobles by her preference for an Abyssinian slave Yaqut. Soon after her accession, the governors of Multan, Badaun, Hasi and Lahore openly revolted against her. There was a serious rebellion in Bhatinda. Altunia, governor of Bhatinda, refused to accept suzerainty of Razia. Razia, accompanied by Yaqut, marched against Altunia. However, Altunia got Yaqut murdered and imprisoned Razia. Subsequently, Razia married Altunia and both of them marched towards Delhi. In 1240 AD, Razia became the victim of a conspiracy and was assassinated near Khaital, Haryana. Behram Shah, 1240 to 42. After Razia Iltutmish's third son, Behram Shah was put on the throne by the powerful Turkish council Chalisa. He was considered only as a de jure ruler, while Nawab-e-Mamlakat, the regent, was the de facto ruler. Behram Shah lost his life after his failed attempt to assert his authority once on the throne. Masood Shah, 1242 to 46. He was a son of Ruknuddin but was deposed after Balban and Nasiruddin Mahmud's mother, Maliki-e-Jahan, conspired against him and established Nasiruddin Mahmud as the new Sultan. Nasiruddin Mahmud, 1246 to 66. He was a son of Iltutmish and was known as the Darveshi king, as he was very pious and noble. He died in 1266. Ghiyasuddin Balban, 1266 to 87. Balban ascended the throne in 1266. He broke the power of Chalisa and restored the prestige of the crown. That was his greatest contribution towards the stability of the Sultanate. To keep himself well informed, Balban appointed spies. He created a strong centralized army to deal with internal disturbances and to check Mongols who were posing a serious danger to Delhi Sultanate. He established the military department Diwan-e-Arz. The Persian court model influenced Balban's conception of kingships. He took up the title of Jille-Ilahi, shadow of God. He introduced Sizza, prostration before the monarch, and Paibos, kissing the feet of a monarch as the person forms of salutation. He destroyed the Mewati Rajput brigandage in the Doab, where forests were cut and forest forts built. In his last days, he overlooked the Sultanate affairs due to the death of his eldest and most loving son, Muhammad, and rebellion by his closest and most loved slave, Tughril. The Muhammad died fighting the Mongolians in 1285, while Tughril was captured and beheaded. Kabu Kaikubad, 1287 to 90, a grandson of Balban, was seated on the throne by Fakhruddin, the Kotwal of Delhi, who assumed high political authority during the last days of Balban. But Kaikubad was killed by the Khilji family, which saw the end of slave dynasty and beginning of Khilji dynasty at the Delhi throne. The Khilji dynasty, 1290 to 1320 AD. Jalaluddin Khilji, 1290 to 96. Jalaluddin Khilji founded the Khilji dynasty. Alauddin Khilji, 1296 to 1316. He was a nephew and son-in-law of Jalaluddin Khilji. Alauddin Khilji killed him and succeeded the throne in 1296. He was the first Turkish Sultan of Delhi who separated religion from politics. He proclaimed kingships knows no kingship. Alauddin's imperialism. Alauddin annexed Gujarat 1298, Ranthambore 1301, Mewar 1303, Malwa 1305, Jalore 1311 in Deccan. Alauddin's army led by Malik Kafur defeated Ramchandra, Yadav ruler of Devgiri, Pratap Rudradev, Kakatiya ruler of Warangal, Veer Balal III, Hosala ruler of Dwarasamudra, and Veer Pandya ruler of Madurai. Administrative reforms. In order to avoid the problems created by the nobles, Alauddin issued 4 ordinances. The first ordinance aimed at the confiscation of the religious endowments and free grants of lands. By the second ordinance, Alauddin reorganized the spy system. The third ordinance prohibited the use of wine. The fourth ordinance issued by Alauddin laid down that nobles should not have a social gathering and they should not intermarry without his permission. He introduced a system of dag, the branding of horse, and chehra, descriptive role of soldiers. Alauddin ordered that all land was to be measured and then the share of state was to be fixed. The post of special officer called Mustakraj was created for the purpose of collection of revenue. The peasants had to pay the produce of as a land revenue. Alauddin sought to fix the cost of all commodities. For the purpose to he set up 3 markets at Delhi, one market for food grains, the second for costly cloth, and the third for horses, slaves, and cattle. Each market was under the control of a high officer called Shahna, who maintained a register of the merchants and strictly controlled the shopkeepers and the prices. The check on market was kept by 2 officers, Diwan-e-Riyasat and Shahna-e-Mandi. ओहो, आप लोग को इतना नहीं दिख रहा था। चलिए, मैं आगे भी इस चीज़ का ध्यान रखूँगी। आपको पूरा नहीं दिखा है नहीं। अब आपको यहाँ पे दिक्कत नहीं होगी। All goods for sale were brought to an open market called Sara-e-Adal. Many forts were built by him, and the most important of them was Alai Fort. He also constructed the Alai Darwaja, the entrance gate of Qutub Minar. He also built the Palace of Thousand Pillars called Hazar Sutun. He was a patron of art and learning. Amir Khusro, the poet-musician, was his favorite court poet. In 1316, after death of Alauddin, Malik Kafur, called Hazar Dinari, seized the throne. Before Kafur died,